Ronaldinho leaves the party early. The Brazilian star was playing a larger part in the Queretaro attack but returned to his aloof ways Thursday, writes Jon Arnold. Ronaldinho has everything you would want in a party guest. In addition to being glamorous and having excellent stories from trips abroad, he shows up late and leaves early. But, while the Clausura is sometimes called the Great Party, functionally it's a soccer postseason. Ideally, he sticks around for the whole thing. After being substituted off just before the break in Thursday's 2-0 loss to Pachuca, the Brazilian had no interest in shaking manager Victor Vucetich's hand or meeting his teammates on the bench. Instead he went straight to the locker room and was later seen getting into a van while the match was still very much in progress. While the Gallos Blancos are still alive in the tie, as there's still a second leg to be played, the body language demonstrated by the Brazilian indicated that he's done, and perhaps that means the team is as well. This isn't anything new. Ronaldinho still has stunning skills. He can put a back heel pass exactly where he intends and his free kick brilliance may be unrivaled in Liga MX. But he's always come and gone when he wants to. Despite struggling to integrate with Queretaro in his first tournament, Ronaldinho was a late arrival to the Clausura. Once he showed up it took him a while to get up to speed. Yet, he gained more and more of Vucetich's trust and ended up winning a starting spot in the Liga. Luckily for fans of Mexican soccer, his skill been on display more and more in recent weeks. The attacker did appear frustrated when taken off in the 69th minute of Queretaro's first leg win against Veracruz in the quarter-final, but other than that it looked like he was all in and looking to leave Mexico as a champion. Dinho was all in. Though his goal in the second leg of that series was heavily aided by a goalkeeper error, it was still Ronaldinho scoring the goal and indeed visibly became emotional after the tally. Then he wasn't. Things weren't going well for Queretaro. Flaws at the back had Pachuca up 2-0 early and Ricardo Osorio earned a direct red card for leaving his studs in on a tackle in the 35th minute. When Vucetich went to his bench to make changes, Ronaldinho's number 49 was shown. The Brazilian seemed to believe there was an error made by the fourth official. Instead, it was Ronaldinho who made the mistake, heading straight down the tunnel. Vucetich's managerial prowess is the reason the Gallos Blancos have made it this far. Nobody wants to get the hook, but Vucetich was handed a difficult situation and decided it was best for the team if Ronaldinho made way. Did Sinha or William da Silva want to be substituted out? No, but Ronaldinho's fellow Brazilians made way respectfully. Our colleagues at Goal Mexico report the other players in the Queretaro locker room are more concerned with fixing the issues that manifested on the pitch Thursday than fret about what the highest paid man in the room is thinking about. That's great and speaks to the character of the other players, but as the man making the most and one of the most experienced players, Ronaldinho shouldn't put his teammates in that position. No, Ronaldinho sitting on the bench rooting on his teammates wouldn't have affected the result of the first leg, but once again Ronaldinho has made it all about himself. His schedule, his engagements, his sideshow are more important to him than helping the club to its first ever Liga MX trophy. Now the team has to deal with these questions and also, potentially, without a regular member of the side. For once in his career, Ronaldinho would be better off trying to keep the party going. Instead, he's ducking out early and leaving those who depend on him in the lurch.